Martina Zangger, welcome to Yellow Shelf.
Hello, Johanna. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to have a chat with you.
Oh, it is my pleasure. Martina, you and I are in the same hometown location. I love this about the book of
Yes,
Yellow Shelf, the way we connect. Martina, your book is out now. Congratulations. Your book is about it's a memoir,
it's
and
a
it's
memoir,
called
yeah.
Not My Shame. Tell us all about the book, Martina.
Yeah, so Not My Shame is the title of the book because so many survivors of sexual abuse feel such deep shame. And the book is about hope and healing from childhood sexual abuse. And one of the most important parts of healing is to let go of the shame, to let go of the secrecy, and to seek help. And so the book is about how it starts when I'm 19 and I joined the cult of an Indian guru called Rajneesh. And I believe that he will bring me the healing I yearn for. But of course, it doesn't work out that way. My guru gives me a new name and a new birthday. And so I think in my naivety at 19, I think this is it. I've been reborn and I don't have to deal with my past. So I'm in the cult for about a good 8 years. And so the first third of the book is all about the cult. It's fascinating, crazy, wild, and fascinating. He's the guru who was really corrupt, who owned 84 Rolls-Royce
Wow.
and diamond-studded Cartier watches and so on. And his disciples, which I was one of them, worked 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for no money.
Wow.
So, because I was so young and naive, I went along with this until I was old enough at about 27 to realize this is a crock of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry for swearing. I have to leave. This is unethical, this cult. And so then after I leave the cult, I really fall apart because I have nothing to hold on to. My cult family's gone. They've shunned me. My guru's gone. And I'm kind of left with no skills or anything.
Yeah.
And I start to really get a lot of flashbacks to my childhood sexual abuse, which happened in Switzerland before I moved to Australia. And it happened from my grandfather, who was a high court judge, and my uncle, who was a beloved politician. So, having to deal with that, I couldn't do it alone. And I had a beautiful therapist, Robbie. And so the second part of the book is all it's set within therapy sessions and describes the really profound healing I was able to have. And then the third part of the book is about finding love
Yes.
and finding that love doesn't have to be dangerous, that it can be safe and respectful instead. And the third part has a lot of hope in
Yeah.
it. And it talks about how I how I had got 3 degrees, including a PhD. I taught at Newcastle University for 12 years, and I've been working with victim survivors as a psychotherapist for the past 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this your story is fascinating, and I guess you've broken it down into three parts. That part of childhood shame, trauma, finding a cult, like and finding a connection at the time in the cult, and then the pathway to healing. Um, Martina, tell us about what inspired you, and then after becoming a uni lecturer and a doctorate, what inspired you to write the book? I'm fascinated to hear from you about the point where you were like, I'm going to share this story.
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. So I think I started writing the book because I was so sick of academia.
Yeah.
Not sick of teaching, but the way that we are straitjacketed as academics into we can only say certain things, we can only write certain things. It has to be written in the third person, never the first person. And after I finished my PhD, I thought, that's it, no more academic writing.
Yeah.
I'm going to start creative writing. And that's how I started writing the memoir.
Yeah. And can I just touch on like a lot? I didn't know a lot about the cult. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I learn a lot in reading and understanding about, how complex cults are and
Yeah.
how, you know,
Yeah, I
people
mean,
find
if you
themselves.
want to find out more about that cult, there's a Netflix series, a documentary series called Wild Wild Country.
Okay.
And I think it's 3 or 4 parts. It's excellent. And it shows all the footage of what happened on his 64,000 acre ashram, which is where I lived.
Wow. Okay.
And it's fascinating. I recommend that you watch it.
I will,
Yeah,
because it's not something I've been exposed to, but it's
of
something that,
course.
yeah, there's a level of curiosity about what, but also understanding of how people embrace when they need to embrace,
Yes.
yeah. And tell me, you chose to creatively write and then write your memoir. You go on the journey from trauma, like almost taboo subjects like
Yeah.
family shame, and then this beautiful pathways to healing. What would you write again? I mean, would is maybe not a memoir, but did you enjoy the process of writing?
I loved it. I really loved it. And I've actually started writing a new book.
Okay.
So I've started writing it maybe 2 months in, so very early
Yeah.
stages. And this time it's fiction.
Okay.
And I'm writing a feminist thriller,
Ooh.
which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So it's so interesting to ask that question when I first meet an author about, the journey of writing,
Yeah.
and were you hooked? Is there more to come? So that's really wonderful to hear. Martina, anyone who's watching around the world who is curious about
Yeah.
Not My Shame and is curious about you, how do we connect with you? How do we find out more, or how do we connect with the book?
Yeah. So I have a website. It's martinazangger.com. And the book can be purchased from the website through Amazon.
Yeah, great. I'll put some links in the show
Yep.
notes here to
Fantastic.
make it easy for anyone who, yeah, just wants to hear about this story, wants to read your memoir, and obviously wants to connect with you. Martina, I would love to have you back when this next book comes out.
Okay.
I want to make sure you're enjoying the current book and the journey of being able to speak about it and share, and
Thank
so no
you.
pressure. But when the next book comes out, I would love you to come back.
Fantastic. I'd love to come back. Thank you, Johanna.
Thank you so much for joining us. All the best.
All the best to you too. Thank
Cheers.
you.